Okay, so just basically pulled all the guts out, trying to figure out what's going on with the end stops. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Alright, so one of the X's is not lighting up, the other is. These Y's both light up. The Z's are both lit. Just one of them is, and both of these Y's are lit. So obviously I need to figure something out. Making sure not to have any power running when I'm messing around. So I can look here, and right now I'm just going to do a once over, make sure everything's lined up here. Oh, there's one. It's not lined up. Which one is this? Y1. Okay, so let's hope this is the culprit behind the issues that we saw over here, which is just being lit up. Reversed one. X. Alright. So let's just keep checking. Keep checking. Good, 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 and good. Alright, let's fire her up. Okay. Drat. That's still wonky. That's still wonky. I think those are still okay. So I found out the Z stepper was broken. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take this whole gantry apart, but that's fine. The X was just a loose connection. Yeah, so I need to figure out these two. And these, of course, are the ones that are ganged up in here, so there's got to be something with that. I don't really know what I'm doing with this end stop business. But I think I have figured out the Y2 and Z axis limit switches, but in addition, I think I've done all the other things wrong. I've probably done most of these limit switches wrong, as I'm not really very proficient in electrical engineering. However, I watched a few YouTube videos. I've gotten it to the point now where at least I can send a signal. Now, whether I want to plug these wires into the board this way, I don't know if it's safe, if it's desirable. I know, ideally we do normally closed, and then when the circuit's opened, then we know, that way if there's a failure in some of the hardware, we're aware of it and the machine stops. But I'm not going to dive that deep right now. As is, though, I think I've, managed to get these to work. Now, it's kind of odd that these I can get to individually light up and send a signal, whereas with the Y1 and X axes, they both light up. I don't have the Arduino plugged in right now, though. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to commit this and get it going, just because I want to start enjoying the CNC. I want to move on to the next problem. I'm sure lots of people will have lots of things to say about how this is done, so maybe I'll let somebody that's a little more electronically savvy handle this heavy lifting. Plus, if this works out, then I'm kind of thinking about looking into like one of the mega boards with a better control software. So I'm just gonna get moving on this, and you know, I'll try to post stuff, but at the same token, I'm not sure if I really want to post anything I'm not 100% sure of being okay, because people might take it more authoritatively. But yeah, we'll see. Now I'm just going to pack up the wires and do the universal G-code sender setup. Works. I have the couplers loosened, so I probably shouldn't have clicked so many times, but thank goodness I have these couplers loosened quite significantly. Go. Alright, now I'm going to calibrate the machine using the setup wizard and the universal G-code sender. Here we go. So I loaded up a pencil, and I'm just going to lower the Z. So there's a little bit of pressure, and then I'm going to advance the X-axis, and it's going to tell me how long, but first I'm going to reset everything to 0. I'm going to just arbitrarily tell the machine to move this many millimeters to the right, and then I'm going to raise the Z, get my ruler, and try and get as exact measurement as I can. It's 16.7 millimeters. So then I type this into the actual movement It thinks it did 26. Let me recheck this just to be accurate. Yep. Until its actual movement. And then let me do the same with the Y. I'll lower that. Oh, let's go a little bit more to the there. Sure. Okay, reset to 0. Lower the Z down. Ooh, that was a little bit much. And then I go and draw a line. Okay. .1. It thinks it did 37 millimeters. And then let's see, the Z is going to be a little trickier. Not sure how I'm going to do that. So all right, that's at about level. So now I'm just going to raise the Z arbitrarily enough that I can measure. Probably the larger I move it, the better the error would be. Not ideal, but I think it's the best I got right now. Oh, wait, actually. Looked about like 50 millimeters. $49.5. Close enough. The trigger at least 2 seconds for it to be displayed. Let's try. See? Y. Alright, so the X and one Y are working. The Z and the other Y are not working, probably because of my hack job in there. So I guess I gotta figure that out, because I can't do this without the limit switches. I can, but it's a lot easier. Back at it. So maybe this time I'll figure it out. Green is signal, black is ground, red is 5 volt. Ground. That's exactly what I had. Am I losing it? No. Whatever I am. Okay. Give her a shot. Alright, that's what it did before. So that's refreshing that at least some things are steady. Alright, so I've already set up the step calibration using the pencil and measuring basically how far the machine thought it moved, how far it actually moved, and then it would give me an estimated steps per millimeter, so I would just punch that in, and that's pretty accurate now. I drew a little drawing using, and it, it looks pretty close to what I was thinking it would look like. So now I'm going to try to home the beast. So right now, all of the limit switches are working except for this bottom one, my Z minus. I need to replace. I already sort of replaced it, but anyway. And let's see, that should work. Z min, Z max. Yep. And then X min, X max. So those all work. So I'm enabling the limit switches, and now I'm going to try to enable homing. So my Z minus isn't working, so I'm going to use a homing at the Z plus, X minus, and Y minus. So that should move the whole gantry up this way. So let's give this a shot. So there's the Z homing. Come on. Nice. That seemed to work. Okay. Oh. What happened there? It says that a limit switch was tripped. Try it again. Y wasn't really moving there. So I think that means that I did a little bit of reading about people that were having limit switch issues when I had my earlier ones, and yeah, they said that noise from the stepper motors might be an issue, and kind of kicking myself for not buying the shielded stepper wires. So I'm gonna just turn everything off really quick, and we're gonna just try stepper cable, a different stepper cable that's not in here. So maybe this will tell me if I need to shield it or not. Get shielded, or maybe there's a DIY shielding that I can do just because I don't want to have to buy any more stepper motors. It seems like the Z isn't causing an issue. The Y's are totally separate except for like in here. So really the only one that's questionable is this X, and I could just like wrap it in tin foil if that'll do it. Let's give that a shot, and I'm going to try to keep it away from those other cables. Well, that's idiotic. Okay, I'll just hold it. Okay, plug everything back in. Okay. See any of this OS? Yeah, I guess you can. Alright, let's okay. Now I'm gonna do the setup wizard next. Next, you got my steps. Enable homing. Try homing. Okay, so I think part of it was the X shielding. Nice. Okay, so Z limits, X limits, let's hope Y limits work. Ooh, got an alarm. Okay, I wonder what got that alarm from. Let's try homing again. Z, X. Oh, there we go. What was it hitting? Oh, okay, I need to tune my limit switch a little bit, but that's great. I think that worked. I think that worked. Awesome. Okay.